here we go. All right, Monday morning in Europe. Monday night here in Australia. See if we can make some dough. Let's just start off with SRX. I'm in long Aussie. Let's have a look at Aussie. If you go on the SRX, where is it? SRX. Where? Here, signals on the. You've probably seen it on the Discord. Here we go. So I've posted this up this morning. Long in here. It has moved up a little bit, so I'm looking for target. Let me just go to the actual chart. Sorry, mate. So SRX, Aussie. This is daily. Let's go down to 4 hour. All right, so we're just moving up into here. I'm looking for this to come up halfway, just under this SR in here. Potentially it could go in further, but it may turn around. But I'm already in this Aussie one. The other one that I posted up, just to have a look. Let me just have a quick squeeze. Just to keep an eye on it. Where am I? Pound New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Can you guys all hear me all right? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful. Pound New Zealand in here. Yeah, so this is kind of looking like a double bottom. So we'll probably look for a sell. If you're looking for a double bottom to come up into this 1:1, not bad. It's not a bad. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. So, you know, looking up into here. So, but I'll be looking for a sell if it gets up into around this zone. Okay. What's the other one? Vic put one up that looked good. Look at the have a look at the analysis that I've put onto the XU as well. Let's pull zoom all the way out. That's come up right up into this top channel, okay, which was 1930. Mate, this gold, that's V-shape if I've ever seen it, okay? So I've put the midline in there as well between this very top and this very bottom. So we might see a pullback into the 1900 handle. So that would be a nice buy if it comes in down into here, okay? In around this zone, it might be a buy for a bit further up. But yeah, touch this trend line or this upper channel perfectly, didn't it, on Friday? This was, yep, for late Friday night. So I'd see anybody wanting to sell this, not a bad idea. Selling it for just a little bit. Don't get too greedy on it because you've got that 1900 in front of you. All right. So that's not bad analysis. You guys might want to copy that, and I put it up into Swing so you can have a look at it. So you don't need, you can take a screenshot now if you wish. I'll put some more SRX up later on tonight, hopefully, or tomorrow morning. Okay, let's go back over to JC. Into our day trading. Now looking at this as well, this day on the day trading side, just waiting for it to catch up. Yep. So we've come off that upper channel there, and now we've come right into that midline there as well. So this is all springing back to the upside. Okay, that's why we started buying here, because that was that 50% of the entire channel. Okay, let me just make that bigger so you can all see. Do you guys all have this on there as well? Just let me know whether you've got the same as what I've got. Hello?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
You've all got the same, Costas. Hopefully you've got the same as me. So let me just show you what I've done here as well. Go here. Fib channel. So I just follow this on this fib channel. Just follow one of the channels all the way, and then bring it across to the other side. That'll be the 50% level. Okay. So what I've done on this fib channel tool, I've just put 0, 1 and a 0.5. Pretty simple. Okay. But in saying that, I think we're just going to, that was a huge run, humongous run. And Friday, it was, that popped all the way through. It did stop slightly. Okay. And anybody's looking at this here and wondering why this stopped here, we've got a support. The reason is that it came to the 50, FT50 on the 4 hour. See that? Right on the dot. So that's the 50 MA right there. And, off it goes.
200 on H1.
It's a 200 on H1, is it?
Yeah.
All
It
right.
is, isn't it? Yeah, times 4.
Great. So, well, that makes sense because this is H4. So
Yeah.
it's divided by 4,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're long Aussie too, are you, Pete?
Yeah, I didn't get I was in a bit earlier, as you know, we talked about on Saturday.
Beautiful. Okay, so talking about Saturday, sorry guys, the recording, I didn't have the right microphone selected on the recording, so I'm going to have to do it all again, okay, for those who want to see the recording of it. So I'm pretty disappointed with that, but at least we've already had one go at it, so it's going to be better the second go, I guess. Glass half full, I guess. About it optimistically like that. Alrighty. So we do have, I did put this Anchor VWAP on from the very low in here, so we might even come back up into here tonight, which is 15,240, which is not that far away. It's only 30 points up. So has everybody else seen that? Did they, before I've mentioned it, have you guys seen that is a spring off the 50% of the channel? Anybody else get that before I mentioned it?
No, not before you mentioned it.
Okay. All right. So, well, that's some insight into what I'm looking at. So I wouldn't be surprised if we, has a little bit of a pullback and then keep going to the upside like that. Would be interesting. Even up into this SR up in here as well, which is the 300 mark. Okay. So I might actually just stick a little handle in here at 300. Handle at 300. There's a handle at 400 already, which is, I've moved it by accident. So there's the 400. Back down here is the 200. So we're right on the 200 at the moment, but it looks like it's just gone straight through it without any hesitation. So it's probably pretty weak at this point in time. Because this 200 handle over here just bashed straight through it. Didn't even recognize it. Just went straight, bam, straight through it. It has stopped a little bit there, but we're also on the 5-minute chart. That's the 200 period moving average as well. All right, so it did have an opportunity to turn over there, but it didn't. So we'll just let this thing open up and see what happens to it, and then we'll go from there. Friday, I took 20-point loss on that. Obviously, I was a bit distracted. If I'd stuck around, this was a brilliant run in here. But it, did that A, B, C, D, E, and I mentioned this the other day, that we've got 0, A, B, C, D, E, and then it does the break. Yep. So, and then it ran away. Okay, but I took -10 and then a BE, then a -10, and I just wanted to keep my powder dry. I made a little bit on during that week, so I didn't want to just kind of hand it all back. And I guess I was a little impatient, so better that you don't trade in situations of that nature. All right. 12 minutes to go. Any questions?
No, sir.
Nope. Everyone have a good weekend? Don't all speak at once.
Not bad.
Yeah. Oh, here you go.
I painting floors.
Painting floors.
Yeah.
Nice.
Helping my old man. Don't invest in property, man.
Don't.
You have too much work to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And it's hard work too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did a renovation once, and I painted the entire house. I did the
Never
demolition.
again,
I did the demolition as well. Ugh,
Yeah.
never
The
do
painting's
that.
the worst part.
Yeah, painting the
Yeah.
roof, painting the ceilings. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so bad. I mean, Pete, you can do it because you're still young, mate. You've got the energy
Yeah,
and,
that's it. Yeah.
and you've got the muscles. You know, do
Yeah.
it when you're 47. No thanks.
Yeah.
What does your dad do? Renos or something? Or
Nah, he's just got a rental and it's been empty for a bit,
yeah,
and it needs a bit of fixing because it's an old house.
okay,
Basically, just patching it up so he can get a few more years of rent out of it.
yeah, okay. Just a bit of a zhuzh.
Where
Yeah. In Northcote.
Okay.
I asked Vic today. I think it was Vic. No, it wasn't Vic. It was somebody else. Can you guys all please put your MT4 or MT5 on FX Blue, please, and send it to me. Send me the URL. Okay, so to do that, just register at the sync MT4 or MT5 and follow the instructions. So everybody in this room, other than Grogs, because he does futures, if you're running CFD, even if it's on your demo or on your live, if you're trading live, can you put it onto FX Blue for me? Send me the URL or DM me the URL so I can attach it to you on the database, so that I can watch your progress. Okay. Please. Now,
FX Blue, a pretty good one.
well, I've always used it, so, and I like it. I'm not a fan of MyFX Book, for a couple of reasons. You know, some of the calculations are not quite there. They don't give me all of the telemetry that I want. Okay. But FX Blue does give me the charts and the telemetry, etc., that I actually want. Now, I don't honestly, I don't use all of it. I use, simply the ones that I'm really interested in are cumulative percent growth on each order close. Where am I? Trade profit versus duration. That's the other one. And I just look at a monthly basis, etc., things like that. So there's a couple of things in there that I like. I just like FX Blue. I've always used it. So can you send me your URLs? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, good.
All right, so let's come back and touch that anchored. It's coming off that 200 period as well, so it's still hanging around there. I'm just going to wait for this thing to open up first before we do anything. It actually wasn't a bad idea to trade that. Kind of didn't think about it, missed it though. That was not a bad spot to go long. But you see how I've got the handle, the VWAP anchored. I mean, we're already moving up. So it was kind of worth a punt at that, because your risk to reward now is, if you've gotten in there, whoops, wrong direction. If you've gotten in around here, let's say, probably look for 40. I know it's going to open up. That's potentially, you're already in the money. But anyway, it could just whip around and stop you out pretty easily. So anyway, so that's open now. Missed it. Nice little 20 points out of that. Anyway, let's see what it does. You want it to get back to 180, is that right? $180, do you mean? Or 80? You mean down here? Yeah, 180. Okay. other than it being the 80 mark, I guess we've got this, what is that, 500 period moving average. So it's all coming into just one little focus point as well. Still got the momentum though, is still on the downside. So this SR in here, what, 52? That could be a go. So that half handle in there is a significant spot. So this 5 minute 200 might still hold. So 200 touched again. Anybody go long again? Another opportunity long on that. I didn't. It's just
I'm
this.
long.
You're long?
Yeah.
Very good. So this may even break up now. Looks like it wants to break it. I had an order sitting down at the VWAP, but I don't think I might just cancel it. Got 16, 20. Wow, there's a big difference. It's about 5-point difference between the two. I'm talking about Oanda and Ox. Yeah, 6 points. Okay, anybody else in trading in a trade at this point?
No, I'm just looking at
Just watching?
the swings at the moment. Yeah,
Okay.
and looking for yeah.
Yeah, a little bit whippy. Typical open. Long way to go, so don't get FOMO. Yeah, it's just sorting itself out. So that's 1 minute. That's divergence there as well, guys. So just pointing it out. That's all. It's 1 minute though, so it's not necessarily the be all and end all. It's nice bearish engulfing. So FTV web there. It does look short though.
Ending diagonal.
Say again.
It's 50%. It's just broken out from an ending diagonal.
Yep.
And it's tagged the 50% level of the down move from Friday. And it's filled a fair value gap as well at the top.
Yep. Okay, so what you're talking about is if we do take that, so 50%.
Yep.
Beautiful. And FVG. This is the
5 minute fair value.
Oh, to the downside.
If you go to the 5 minute time frame, the fair value gap exists
Here.
from Friday night. No, further across.
Here?
Yeah, go up.
Here?
Up. No, left. Yeah, right where your cursor was, just below it.
Just here.
That down candle. The top one, yeah, that one. The initial move. There's a fair value gap there that is just tagged and closed.
Okay, understood. Here. Yep. Okay. Yep. So I was looking for it to come up into that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted. I mean, because that's a nice sell in there.
So take the fib of the ABC as well, of that corrective. It's between the 618 and the 1. Yeah.
Yep. You're saying this?
Hang on. I'll just change screens.
Yeah, that's because that's the number one there. Yeah, wow. That's good. Good analysis, mate. Well done. Because there's a cluster there of fibs. Like that. 50% AB equals CD. That's a good one. Well done. Everybody else see that as well? Because what have we got? We've got a gap here to be filled as well. There's a little gap in there.
Yep. The gap
Is that right?
on the weekend one, the gap from the weekend is another 25 points lower on
Is
the
it?
futures.
Yep.
Yep.
Down here. Okay, so that's short, guys. That's a nice short just sitting here. On the there's the VWAP and then the retest of the VWAP. So I'm short. Bearish engulfing. Potentially come back and have another look at the bottom. Potentially. So I'll just put that in there. Stop 20 points to the upside from there. Let's see what happens. We're just going to get rid of this. That's a very good trade. I missed that analysis. Sorry guys. Missed that analysis, but thanks Grogs for pointing it out for us.
Good.
Tommy Boy is short as well. We take this channel in here. Just playing with this now. It's down on the lower end of that channel. So it's got to kind of break that, which is probably not going to do it. I might get stopped on this.
Just retesting 300 level in futures.
Right. Well, we've got the 200 handle just in there as well. So let's see
Yeah,
whether.
I think there's a 110 point difference, so it's around the same areas.
Yep. Let's see. What we need is this to break, and then have a look at the bottom. Because we take that. Yep, that's 1:1, that bottom. That would be nice if it does that. Let's see. Gotta get this thing to move. It's just not going to do it. So the best position. I'm on the 5-minute chart too, guys. Just remember that. Okay. I mean, just now, I guess the ideal spot is to come sell right on that VWAP there, right? Because you've got limited risk. If this bottom channel holds, right, you've got the risk to reward is still in your favour. That's the most ideal place to have come into this short. The underside of that VWAP. Let me just put on the regression for you, and I'll show you what that looks like, because it marries up really nicely on the Lorentz regression. Okay, so that it's not quite come up to the underside of the regression. But if you were using the regression, then you'd be following it along and, you know, trying to sell it when it comes back to the other side of it. So right, this is the time that we want it to break. Just get rid of this regression. What have I done here? I've put on fair value gap. Yeah, well, we want this thing to pop. Perhaps down to 100. Maybe. Could do it. At least at 20. At least to the 20 handle, maybe. Alright, I'm going to reduce my stop a bit because that has gone through it. It's kind of you've got buyers all along in here on the 150 maybe, because that 150 will be a big struggle to get through because we've got all of these buyers that all sit in here. So if this turns around and stops me out, I'm just going to sit back for a bit.
Yeah, I've got my target at the close of the gap. Just
So you've got your target at the close of the gap?
Yeah, it's another 10 points for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's for me, that's around about the 50 level, the half handle as well.
Yep.
So you're saying FXDM similar, 110 point different, 115?
I don't know. Looks like it's got a bit of strength.
Speak up, buddy.
It looks like it's got a bit of strength. I might let it run a little bit more. And get some more out of it.
Yeah, see if we can squeeze a
Yeah,
little bit
see,
more.
there's-
Here we go. Starting to pop now a little bit, which is good. You out, mate?
Nah, I moved my target down. It looks strong.
All right. Well, I'm break even now on this. I'm holding break even. Okay. That closes a wick on the 5 minute. We might be might want to reconsider.
That's what I'm looking at as well. Yeah. Maybe just taking the liquidity from the last two lows. What's the turn?
Yep. Still got 35 seconds to go though, so plenty of time. But you're right. We might be just absorbing some liquidity down in here to then move it back. Yeah, I might just exit. I'm exiting, but you guys hold if you want. I just want to take a little clip out of it. So it's only plus 13. Knowing me, it'll probably just go straight to 100 now. Patience is a virtue. Anybody holding break even?
I am.
Good job.
And I took it off at my initial target.
Say again?
I just took it off at my initial target.
Okay.
I'd look for another 10 points, but I don't like the wicks, so I'll take the 3R 60 points.
Okay. What do we got? Very good. Good job.
You get the first touch of the 1,000 there as well in futures, but I wanted to let it play, and then the ending diagonal just jumped out at me. With all
Yep.
the other convergences.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Excel.
serious divergence, isn't it? Good job, man. Well done. So mine was this. This is me. Yeah, I got it just on the pop to back to the upside, so I only took a little bit out of that. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. It's going to come down further now. Bugger.
I'm out.
You're out. What's your how many points?
42.
42 points. Excellent job, mate. That's really good. You got to. Where did you get in?
I got in 6:11 at the retest of the VWAP.
Okay, so sorry.
6:10, 6:11. What is that?
What? Not in time, but in price.
In price. 184.
84. Okay, here.
Yeah.
And you just got out just now at 40 points.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
What
That's
yeah.
really good. Good on you, man. Excellent job.
That closed the gap by 2 points.
Right. So
Yeah.
gap's closed.
Yeah.
Hence why these
That
wicks.
I would have missed my second target by a point.
Nice.
Happy to have gotten out.
All right, well, that's a 5-minute doji, wiki doji thing there now. So, and that's gap closed. So that's, yeah, that might be it for the shorts.
That might be a good buy now.
Yeah. Yeah, take a punt on the long side. We've still got to get through those VWAPs though, so I'm not going long.
It's a down market at the moment. This is where I get in trouble. This is what I've noticed in the past, where it's like, oh, it's so oversold, it has to be a reversal.
Yeah, and you go long and it just
me this and this. Yeah.
you go long and it just keeps going short. Yeah. Yeah, and you're not alone on that one.
So the last couple of weeks, I've just taken to looking at it and just going, I don't give a shit. I'm only going to go this direction in the first couple of hours unless there is something screaming at me the other way.
Yep.
I've lost so much money counter trend trading.
Yep.
On small time frames.
Bottom pickers get smelly fingers, mate.
Yeah, that's it. You start thinking to yourself, oh, well, even if this isn't a reversal, but you know, this is just a little pullback, I'll take 20 out of this, and then that smashes it as well.
Yep. 50 handle. That's an FVG just here as well. Potentially. Yep, just there. FVG. Where is... It was always going to be a sell back up in there, this underside. See whether it's got legs on it, but I think it'll just be another grab for liquidity in here and then move back to the upside potentially. But it is, the momentum is on the down leg, on the downside, on the wider time frames. What do you got, Georgie boy? Okay, minus 22 to start with. So you're basically 21 points up for the day, which is good. God, you just nicked that target too. Just got the target. Show everybody else. That's really lucky. So 22 points, good one, George. Anybody else? Anyone else take this sell on the underside of the channel in the retest of the VWAPs?
I was thinking to, but I didn't.
Speak up, mate.
I was thinking to take the short,
Okay.
but I didn't.
You got ready to take the underside of the VWAPs, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Were you too close to the VWAP?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But I just
Yes.
didn't give the order. Yeah.
Sometimes when, when you've got that, just front run it a little bit further, because everybody else is coming in on that as well. So you don't want to be miss the boat too many times. So what I would probably do is go, okay, there's my VWAP. I'm going to bring it in 3 points in front of it just to make sure I get in, because you've got spread as well that you're battling with. So
Okay. Yeah.
you kind of want to make it's like, even if I had the regression on here, look, I'll show you. Let's put the regression line in here. None of this has really touched the regression. It's come back to it, but you want to kind of have your order in front of it enough that you kind of guarantee yourself to get into it. You're going to risk yourself a couple of points on your risk to reward, but sometimes it's probably better just to take that little bit of extra risk. And that's usually usually that's it's less likely to happen here when we're not really, the market's not open yet. It's less likely, so that comes right up to into those levels because it's moving a lot slower. But when you've got a lot more players in, let's put on volume. You can see we've got a lot more players in here now, right? Different type of players too, right? These guys are pretty aggressive and they want to make sure that they get in, and they'll probably enter in based on market orders as well rather than limit orders. So yeah, just front run the level by 2 or 3, maybe 4 points, just to make sure you get in. But that was not a bad re-entry there if anybody did get it. 75 back down to the bottom to 45. There's 30 points. I reckon this might come down to the 100 handle maybe now. Or the 20. Because this candle here was all the gap closes taking profit, like obviously what Groves did. So that, psychology is to run it into the close of the gap, take your profit, then run it in again. So this now moving back to the upside, I was probably wrong about that. So that looking at this 100 handle here, if we put 100 on, might take, maybe for the rest of this back in, have another look at the 50% level of the channel maybe. But I'm probably going to hang around until that level's going to get touched, I think. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll leave the live trading now. Hopefully you got something out of it and you got all my analysis. I've recorded this as well, so I'll stick the recording up. I'll stick it up as soon as I get back home, and I'll still be trading for the rest of the night. Okay, guys?
Easy, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
No problem. Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Easy, mate. Ciao.
Bye.